like this, you almost have to play not a perfect game, but you've got to play at a very, very high level at both ends of the court. And I thought in the first half it was very even, but if you looked at the stats at halftime, all the points they got were off the offensive rebounds and off our turnovers. And that's about their size and athletic ability. Right now, we're just a little small. If a guy is 6'8" and going up against a guy 6'4", they're jumping. Even if the guy 6'4" can jump very well, if the guy 6'8" jumps just as well, he's going to get some of those baskets. And they had basically a height advantage, except at the center position. And what they did is they took Kenny Kaji or Raphael away from the basket a lot with the ball screen, and were able to then penetrate and throw it up in the air and basically play volleyball at the end of the game. And we just did not have enough resistance defensively. What we needed to do then is just score very effectively and stay with them by matching them basket for basket. And we had some opportunities, but we only shot 50% from the foul line, and we didn't shoot well from three, and we were going to need to do both at a very high level. But a couple of times we took the ball to the basket, and they just blocked the shot or made us miss. And that's a credit to their defense and their shot blocking ability.
You shot 69%, I think, in the second half. Is that just from the inside baskets, easy baskets for them?
Yeah, look at their field goal percentage defense from three. Mm-hmm. They're able to contest their shots, but once it got up on the backboard, it wasn't our first shot defense, it was our dribble penetration defense. They were able to get by us, force help, and the moment they got help, they just threw it up in the air. So you're shooting at point-blank range with no one jumping up there with you.
Coach, were they doing anything special on all those backdoor lobs? I mean, did they...
No, it's very much what UMass did to us. And here's the whole thing. That's why in our game preparation, we made a point of emphasis is we could not give up dribble penetration. That was going to be the whole key to the defense. We wanted to pack the lane and not get spread out. But they are very, very quick, and if they beat the first guy, the second guy helps. They throw it to that guy, the third guy helps, and then they lob it up in the air. And we went zone for a while. They lobbed it up against the zone. We needed to be bigger tonight. Some nights our size our lack of height does not hurt us because our guards are able to compete on the backboards. But tonight was not one of those nights.
Can you talk about Kenny? I mean, this is the second night we had the game tonight, despite all that.
Well, he's a very talented young man, and I think he's actually more comfortable coming in off the bench, maybe letting the game get started and then coming in and giving us a lift. He certainly has some shot blocking skills of his own. He prevented several baskets right at the rim, but he needs help. Right now we're a little undersized, and you can see it on the backboards. They out-rebounded us like by 10 or 12.
44 to 20.
Yeah, so that we're playing four guards, and they got 6'8", 6'9" athletes. So,
Coach, even given the size, are you satisfied with the defensive effort, even from the guys who are in the game?
No, well, no. I think our defense has to be better at preventing dribble penetration. There's four ways you penetrate the defense, and all four have to be prevented. The first is dribble penetration, which their guards did. The second is cutting penetration, where a guy beats you without the ball. They didn't do that to us. They don't do that in their offense. The third is passing penetration, where they actually just post feed to a guy who's inside your defense. They did a little bit of that. And the last is offensive rebound penetration, where they get inside your defense on the backboards. And it's ironic because coming into this game, they were not a great offensive rebounding team if you looked at them statistically. But the teams that they've played have been able to defend the dribbler better, so that you had a guy to block out. Once you start helping too much, then there's it's hard to find somebody to block out.
If you face an opponent like that again, a lot of your guards like Shane and Durant, they were being very frustrated. They're being aggressive going to the basket, but they were getting a lot of shots coming above. How would you approach that differently? Because as you said, in a game like this, they have to be dependent on to go bucket for bucket.
I think basically we just have to be better. I think we're capable of playing better. We need to be a little more aggressive. We need to be a little bit more patient with the basketball. If you rush shots, defense doesn't have to work as hard. We needed to share the ball. That's why we adjusted our offense a little bit, and hoping to spread them out a little bit more and give Durant a chance to drive. He went right to the basket and scored and got fouled. And then the next time he went to the basket, big guy came and helped, and he hit Kenny. Kenny hit a free throw line jumper. But the next time he went, he was open again. The guy came from the backside of the floor and got a piece of the shot.
You guys had a